hair in my eye. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Witch and Its podcast. I'm Shy. My hair is drastically different. It's been too many months, and this is my knitting podcast where I talk about, crafting podcast, where I talk about knitting, spinning, sometimes crocheting, sometimes bullet journaling, sometimes embroidery and stuff. I forgot projects. I'll be right back. I am for once organised and I've got notes because it's been so awfully long that I have not an overly huge lot to show for it, but enough that it makes it confusing without notes. Cheddar just opened the door. Yeah, this is weird. I don't know how to talk to a camera anymore. So if I keep looking at myself, which I always do when I film because I'm terrible. Yeah, that's why. I just realised I forgot another project. See, this is terrible. Right, so I think I've got all my projects. I think I have all my proverbial ducks in a row now. Yeah, I've been gone a while. It's a number of reasons. I might get into that later. But yes, also my hair changed a lot. I grew tired of long hair, so I chopped it off. And I had short. And I wanted to do something fun with it. I think I'm going to talk about that as well, because there's this whole huge thing about why long hair wasn't good for me mentally. I'm going to talk about that, but I don't want to clog up the beginning of the knitting podcast, because we're all here, I guess, for my knitting and not so much for what makes Shy feel bad. It isn't dire need of a re-dye. I've got terrible roots, and like half of it is kind of yellow because I only did 2 bleaches, and I had black box dye in my hair, so this was like yellow/green. Like the ends I'm showing on this side, it wasn't like that on that side as well. But yeah, so I put purple over it, but now it's kind of pink. And this side used to be black, but now it's kind of green, which is kind of cool, but I don't know if I like green hair on me, so I'm going to try and do it. Ideally, I'd have done that before filming, but I really wanted to film because it's been so long and I've just been like missing it. So I didn't want to wait till after the weekend, because I'm probably going to do it this weekend. Also sorry about the lighting. As usual, everything is as usual over here. It's like terrible lighting, well it's kind of good, but it's shifting a lot. And cats everywhere. Me being me, not always feeling great. I don't know. But yeah, let's get into what I've been working on, shall we? I'm going to do what I did before and split it into knitting, spinning, sewing, like other stuff, so I don't do all the FOs in one, because that's going to be confusing for me. But let's start with knitting, and I think we should start with what I'm wearing. I am wearing the Diaphanous Raglan. It is done! It's got poofy sleeves, and it's got the very long, because I had to make them longer, and they're alpaca, and that's kind of heavy, so they're very long but very nice, and yeah, full of pearls everywhere. I did pearls both in the front and the back. It's been so long since I finished it and since I last talked to you, so I don't really have a lot to say about some of the things. All of them, no, because some of them are fairly new as well. But I don't really remember, so if you want to know the deets on this one, go to my last video. I think it's one of the first things I talk about in that one. I'll have it linked in the description. So yeah, but I finished it. It's by Jessie Made Designs on Jessie see May on Instagram and Jessie Maed Designs on Ravelry if you still use that. She also sells her patterns off Ravelry if you can't use Ravelry. I think she does it via Instagram as well, I'm not sure, but she's got options if you can't use Ravelry. Sorry, I have to caffeinate. Knit out of Isager Alpaca 1, which is lace weight alpaca, held together with Opal yarns in black. Also full of cat hair. Can't do anything about that, it's just chock full of cat hair. But yeah, the sleeves are obviously just the alpaca and the body is held together with Opal sock yarn. And I added pearls, well, little beads, not pearls, it's not pearls, it's glass beads, because knitting with beads is fun. So that's that one. I have been talking for a long time already. This is the first one. My second whip. Am I starting with whips or FOs? I think I should start with whips. Yeah, this is just because I'm wearing it. I'm so out of the loop. Whips, and we'll do knitting. I will start with this little project in my own handmade project bag, which I've seen a million times because I don't have a lot of project bags. This is pair of socks, which I don't have on a blocker because the blockers are busy. But this is Triforium by Dabbles design. I don't know, it's going to be blurry for you, but yeah, these are, I think, they have a bit of a funny construction with, I've never, to begin with, I haven't done, it's got a heel flap with slipped stitches. It's been a very long time since I worked a flap, and it's got this fun thing where the gusset for the foot is on the bottom of the foot. I've never done that before. I usually do the gusset like on the sides when I do a heel flap. So these I really like the construction of, they're really fun. I've got my second one on needles, I'm on the gusset decreases on that one. This is a project that is very not travel friendly, and because like you have to read the pattern for every single row, well, except for the heel flap, but that's done real quickly if you knit quickly. But yeah, these are really nice, I like them. They were originally for, I am in that group but I don't really understand the rules, and I've never done a sock challenge, but they're for Sock Knitters Anonymous. It was like a mystery sock along. I don't really know how that works. So you weren't allowed to like post it anywhere before the sock thing was over. But now I think they've finished it since some time because all the clues are out, and it's a free pattern, so I guess it's free for anybody to use. I hope I didn't anger anybody in the Sock Knitters Anonymous group. I'm sorry in that case. I'll try to understand the rules for the mystery sock alongs, but yeah. I had my eye on this pattern for a long time because it like came up, and it's got this like the mood picture, or what to call it, like the cover picture of the mystery pattern was like the ceiling of a Gothic cathedral, which I love. I really like Gothic architecture, and I was like drawn to it, and I looked at the, I think 2 clues were out, and I was like, this looks like so much fun, and then I had a look at the rules and I was like, I don't understand, I'll just wait. So here we are now. Some months later. I cast this on last week, I think. No. Yes. I wasn't home for all the last week, so the week before that, but I didn't bring this because not good travel knitting. I'm knitting it out of this yarn, which is Variable Difference in Frost. This is the colour Frost, which is a merino nylon sock, 75 superwash merino, 25% nylon. Obviously fingering weight. So yeah, it is really pretty and it knits up really nicely. Very frosty and icy, I like that. This is yarn I got from the festive sock along last year that Amy Florence is hosting, and I think she's doing it this year again, and I'm so stoked for it. I really need to get some Christmas yarn going. I don't know what to do for the Christmas sock along this year. Oh well, the festive sock along I should say. It's not Christmas, it's open for any festivities around that time. In here, which is also a sock along price, but in this beautiful bag, also by Variable Difference, I have got yarn and needles that go with this project, but another part of the project. This, I'm going to see if I can not lose all of my work. Looks tiny so far, you can't really tell what it is, but it's the Baudelaire top by Dabbles. I know that, I shouldn't have to look it up. Knit out of these babies, which are Curio's or Curio Stitches, as she's changing the name to, by Ellie Willis, which is she's also Curio Stitches on Instagram. I will link her old website. I think she's working on a new one right now, but I'll link the old one and the Instagram and just change it when the new one is live. But yeah, I'm working on that top. It's this is the top and this is what I'm working on. It looks absolutely tiny, but I think it's going to be alright. It's got a bit of negative ease, so and also the knit on very tiny needles, because I don't have 4.5mm needles in a bigger circumference, so yeah, but I'm working on that. It's really fun. I just split the sleeves yesterday, and I'm using a new technique, new to me technique. I was watching, so here's the thing, I have not been watching any podcasts since I dropped off of the face of YouTube in like March. I have not watched anybody. I think I watched one episode of actually Curio Stitches podcast, but nothing else. I just haven't been in the mood for anything, and I was like sad that I didn't feel like knitting, and then I didn't feel like watching other people knit because I was like, oh, I want to knit but I don't want to knit, you know. So I've been completely out of the loop, and then last week, no, again the week before last week, because I wasn't home last week, I watched Kristen of Wollonbein, and she talked about helical knitting, like the episode, the life-changing magic of helical knitting, and I was like, I really want to try that. I need to find a pattern. I've got this yarn that I think would really benefit from using helical knitting, and here we are. I'm using helical knitting with this, and it's really fun and it works really well. I got stuck for a while in the increases, in the sleeve increases, because, you know, if you are supposed to slip 3 stitches to pick up your new yarn, and you're like always increasing a stitch, so you're like, you never get past these 3 stitches. It's really annoying, but I worked it out. It's alright, and I think it's working fine. It is going to be a little bit busy, this shirt, I think. And also the black yarn for it is going to be the little collar. But I really want to modify the collar and make it like bat wings. I think that would be so cute. I really want to do that, but I don't know if I can. I'm gonna have a look at that. Maybe there is a pattern for like a bat wing collar somewhere. So yeah, that is what I am working on in this bag. God, I can't speak. And I've been talking for a really long time. And I'm past 3 things. Do you want to see my notes? The 2 pages. That is what I'm working on for knitting, I think. Oh God, cat hair again in my eye. So, FOs, FO time. Except for this one, I've got, ta-da! I finished my Eye in the Sky mittens by Lindh, and I also felted them because they were really big. This is another project I don't remember a lot of, but they're really fun because they love and hate, and they've got a little cross. I finished those and I am really happy with them. After felting, they're like exactly the right size. They get kind of far up on the arm, which I really like, because I'm one of those people who like to have their mittens inside the jacket sleeve, like an actual child. So yeah, I like that. And they're really nice, and they're pretty and fun. But I don't remember a lot about these because I finished them a really long time ago. I think they're knit out of Rauma, Lamull, I think. And they're obviously felted. Knit them on 2mm, 2.5. I think I have notes for these on Ravelry, but I'm not sure, and I know not everybody can use it, so yeah, there's that, but they're done, and I enjoyed them, and I can recommend the pattern. Yes, I was talking about FOs, God. Yeah. Another FO I have is a test knit, again for Curio, Ellie of Curio Stitches. Again, not on a blocker, but it's these slipper socks, the Newman slipper socks that I knit out of Opal, Admiral Hanf, fingering weight held double, and they've got this really nice texture pattern on them. I'm not going to give anything away because the pattern's not out yet, but I think I'm allowed to talk about it. But yeah, I made those. I'm not going to talk about any details of except for what yarn I used, but I'm not going to talk about needles or anything because like I said, not out yet. But these were really fun. Toe up, oops, that was a detail, but yeah, toe up and in Opal or Admiral Hanf. And this is like the exact colour my hair was, maybe a bit bluer. And now it's this pink that goes into yellow, but yeah, anyway, I made those. Didn't take me very long at all because shorty socks and me being, when I do feel like knitting, it's like super fast. So yeah, but I've got those, and then I finished my second pair of Piebald. These are, I had to do sort of like mismatch-ish. It's like I've just changed, like traded places for the mint and the white colours on these two because I ran out of the mint. I've finally run out of peppermint creams. Well, I'm sad about it because it's one of my favourite yarns ever because it's so pretty, and it was also the first interdyed yarn I ever bought, and that skein just lasted forever. But I finally ran out in this one, so I've done that. This is my own pattern that I'm designing, or designed. I wrote it up. I need to have a look at it again and like do some typo fixes and take some proper pictures and stuff. And then I might be ready for people to test it if they feel like it. But I don't think this is probably going to be a free pattern because it's a scrappy sock, and yeah, but I would still really like for people to test it to see if it actually works, because I've only ever knit my size, and if I'm correct with my sock theory here, it should be really easy to just scale up by 8 stitches, but I would like people to try that. So yeah, but anyway, I made those. I finished this second one quite a while ago now, but I never worked in the edges, and I also didn't Kitchener the second sock until like last week when I Kitchenered my first Triforium sock, because I just didn't feel like it. But yeah, they are done. I had the problem again where I knit one sock a lot tighter than the other because there were months in between them, and I remembered somewhere in my brain that I need to knit this very tight because I did that on the other one, but I was probably remembering knitting the second of my first pair really tightly. So, but I've stretched it. I stretched it on the blocker, so they're the same size now, which is nice. But yeah, Piebald are done, and I need to have a look at a pattern. Don't quote me on having it done like for next episode or anything. I don't plan on like being a designer who does regular patterns. I can't do that thing. So I'll let you know when the pattern is a pattern, for real. But yeah, those are my socks. Let's see. Piebald, Diaphanos, Iron Sky, Test Knit. Those were my FOs. Let's talk about crochet for a bit, shall we? Oh, I've got more stuff. So I don't really crochet, but sometimes, like this is what's been keeping my like crafty spirit alive for the first part of these months that I didn't feel like crafting. I started by doing a million of these tiny little stars, which you can't really see because everything I own is a dark colour. There you go, in front of my face. Looks like a nose. Yeah, I made these. These are like makeup remover pads, and I just zoomed through making a billion of these little stars in different colours, and I managed to only grab black ones. I've got yellow ones, I've got red ones, but here we are. But yeah, I made those. They're not fantastic because cotton yarn and stuff, it doesn't really soak up the product and stuff. So I am planning on sewing a couple of makeup remover pads instead, and I don't know what to do with these. Maybe a garland or something for the Christmas tree. I don't know, but yeah, or just use them as little scrubbies. Maybe I'll stitch them together and fill them with, I don't know, loofah. I don't know. But yeah, fun little pattern, really quick to make, really good fiddle toy. I just realised. But yeah, I made a million of those, and then I forgot another thing. And then I just wanted to use up a bunch of yarn, and I found a stitch I like the look of. So I made this. It's a cowl. It's not very soft. It's kind of scratchy, so it's just hanging off the back of my computer chair which is nice and warm now. This is out of the Drops Big Delight mint chocolate thing that I've made my hat out of, among other things. I'm really sick of this yarn. I just wanted it gone out of my stash, so I wanted to practice my crochet skills. And I think at the start it was kind of wobbly and not very neat edges, and I had more stitches than in the end, but I got into it after a while, and yeah, really, I worked this out really quickly. Crochet is quick for me, but it's very much one of those things that I'm like, this is fun, this is fun, this is fun, I'm so tired of it. So, but yeah, I made that. This is the Mint Julep Scarf, which is a free pattern. I'm gonna have to find it. I think I didn't write it up. No, I didn't write it. Who made it? No, that's the wrong app. Mint Julep Scarf by Amy Ramnarine, or from The Stitchin' Mummy. Oh, it's not free anymore. It was free when I bought it. Now it's $2.12. Oh, it's free on her blog. But yeah, made that. Not very exciting, just a straight up cowl with these kind of stitches. And then I was like, well, I crocheted some stuff, let me just crochet some more stuff. Some more stuff, maybe? I don't know what flew into me. I don't really crochet, but this is the Nature's Walk blanket, which is made out of different little squares, and they have different little patterns. It's not a straight up granny square pattern thing. This is with some little buds. I don't know how well you can see that, but and this one is squares. I don't know. And oh, you're in the wrong pile. This one I think was called Berries or something. I'm going to try it. Oh, there you go. Maybe you can see it better there. And we've got one that's not super. The North Star. Oh, look at that. It looks really good on a distance. When you see it up close like this, you can't really see the pattern at all, at least not me, but North Star. I think those are the ones I've done so far, and I think I'm missing 2 designs because I'm missing yarn for it. So I've got these. This is just 6, I think it's 6 or 7 designs. So I've got these colours, and I would like a mustard, and I would like another like lavendery pink. That's a bit pinker than this pink. This is my own hand dyed, by the way. I was originally going to do a scrap yarn blanket with like all the things in different colours, but I changed my mind, so now I'm here like actively buying yarn for this. Haven't worked on it in ages though, because I haven't bought yarn for it, and well, yeah, it's crochet. I don't really crochet. I don't always crochet, but when I do, I crochet a lot. So yeah, that is a thing I'm working on. This is what the pattern is going to look like. I really like the colours on the like example pictures, so I'm gonna try and add some mustard and some lavendery pink, and if I'm missing, and then obviously white for the borders, I really like that, and if I'm missing another colour, I don't know when I'll pick, but it'll be something, and it'll be done eventually. I think that's all for crochet though. Yes. Then we have spinning. Spinning, yay! Let's do whips first. So in a bag, I have this super cute bag that I got from my sister-in-law for my birthday, I think it was. Yeah, it was for my birthday. time is like, I don't know what time it is. I was like, is it birthday or Christmas? But I'm pretty sure it was my birthday. In that bag I've got a spinning project that I haven't been working on for a while. This wonderful fluff, which is Shetland wool from Garngalleriet. The Denmark based. I bought this, it was a 200 gram thing that we bought, Pauline and me, when we were at Vinterverkstan, and we just split it. So we have kind of a spin along, but I think I'm way ahead because I spin a lot more than she does. But yeah, this is how far I've gotten. It's on my spindle that I also got from Vinterverkstan, and yeah, I think I'm gonna spin it like 50 grams and 50 grams, and then ply 2 ply. I think, but I'm not sure. I might chain ply this, but I don't know. It's kind of thinly spun. Don't know if you can see that. And my spindle my spindle spinning is fairly even, so I think I could get a really nice 3 ply from this, but I don't know, we'll see. I just spin and enjoy the spin, really. I don't really have a plan for it. Some spins I do have a plan for, others I don't. I just enjoy the process, and then usually it turns into something pretty. So that is my current whip. We'll have the seller linked as usual. Yeah, that's fun. That is my travel spinning. And I have spinning FOs. Now I'll do the other whip. So, exciting news. Do you know what I have? I don't know if you can... Do you know what this is? It's a heckin' spinning wheel. I'm going to insert a picture because I don't really want to move the camera around a lot because I can't see what I do on the screen because I don't see well. But I have a spinning wheel and it's really cute. It's a castle. It's a picture. Castle style spinning wheel that I bought on Gotland this summer. It's antique. It needs some working on. It's a bit like tough to work and squeaky, so I need to like pick it apart and oil some bits and stuff, but it's working really well. And I've spun stuff on it already. I've spun 100 grams already on it, and I'm working on a second spin, which I'm also working on a spin video, because that's been requested by several people that I do spin videos, and I've been like, yes, I want to do that, but it's a bit awkward spindle spinning filming. I think it works in like a vlog format, but I don't really feel like making a whole video out of spindle spinning, because that's also going to take absolutely forever. But yeah, it's really pretty. I really love the wheel. But this is I'm working on this fluff. It is Let It Snow Glow a Little Bit More by SpinJones, which is also what I spun on my spindle before. I split, it was like 140 grams, so I spun I don't know, 30 of those? 25 of those together with black. I'm going to show that because it's done on my spindle before. Spoiler alert, that project is done. But yeah, I'm now spinning this. Is going to be a 3-ply, traditional 3-ply fractal, because I really like the traditional 3-ply fractal rainbow I made for my mum last Christmas. This one is obviously pastel, because I love a good pastel rainbow. So yeah, I'm really excited about that, and I'm really excited to film the process and have that as a video. I'm going to try and make some spinning videos, because I like watching those, and I like spinning while watching those, and hopefully people like my spinning videos as well. So yeah, that's exciting. Oh yeah, I've got the rest of the fluff in this bag. So that is my current spinning wheel whip. And let's talk about FOs for spinning. I've got this, which is the other bit of the Let It Snow Glow a little bit more that I spun on the spindle, together with some black. I don't remember how much this is. I have to count, and maybe I did write it up on Ravelry, but I don't know. This is at least, but yeah, this is that one, and it is really pretty. I'm really happy with this. I think I might make a hat or something from this. It's not a lot. It's about 45 grams of yarn, but I really like it. Sorry it's so blurry. I don't have silent autofocus on this, and I can't unfocus myself. I think I say this every episode, but I can't unfocus myself to focus stuff because I can't see to focus myself again. I'm sorry, and I really need to get another lens for my camera. But my second FO for spinning is this 100 grams of spinning wheel spun 2-ply merino. This is similar to other merino I've spun in the past because it's the same merino. When I started spinning, I bought 200 grams of purple merino in the colourway Irises from Vinterverkstan, and 100 grams of those have just been languishing since, because I got a bit tired of spinning the same colour, because I split the first 100 grams into 250 gram things and spun 50 grams. That's my first proper spin, and then I spun 50 grams and they turn out a lot better. This is ridiculously overspun in places, really, and I think soaking and drying it really helped, but it's still got like some coily bits and stuff. Bit of a learning curve to spin on one of these, and also like I don't have a proper dry band for it, which is embarrassing, but I've been so far using just cotton yarn because I can't get my hands on a dry band at the moment, but I might be able to next week, or I might get some better. I know you don't have to buy a dry band, you can get other stuff, and I think if I can't get my hands on that, I'm going to do that, because I have to change. They go like floppy, they go floppy real fast, these yellow things, and it took me a while to realise that when it's too like floppy, it won't take up the yarn, and so it just keeps spinning it into a coil. And it took me forever to realise that it wasn't tight enough. So yeah, but I realised toward the end, and the end is like really neat and perfectly balanced and kind of even as well. But yeah, spinning on a wheel is drastically different from on a spindle, I've realised. But I'm glad I at least have the technique for like how to tell how much to draft and like what wool does when you draft it and stuff like that. So I didn't have to go through that with this, because then I think it would have been kind of disheartened before realising about the dry band. But yeah, I need to sort that out. But yeah, this is I'm really pleased with this actually. Despite the coily bits, it's fun. I've spun on a wheel. It's like the first thing I did when we came home was like start spinning, and it's been ridiculously warm, so I've just been sitting here in my underwear spinning. Oh god, I hate the heat, and this is pretty toasty, let me tell you. I'm gonna go empty my card and change into another shirt. So I'll be back in a little bit, wearing something different. Okay, so I'm back. I'm wearing something else. I don't know where I was. Where was I? I was on spinning, which I was done with. And now we're on sewing. I made this. I have a few sewing things actually, but I made this. I just made a pattern and I went with it. It's got some embroidery on it that I also did, obviously, because I made this whole thing by myself. Not following a pattern. First time doing some sort of elastic. It's not perfect, but it was fun and I like it and it's cute and I am really pleased with the embroidery. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's got, yeah, it's blurry, but got some roses and leaves. I'm gonna post a picture of that as well. Boop. And it's going up on my Instagram as well. So I made that. I don't wear pink, but I wear pink now. So here we are. That happened. I made this. And I made some face masks as well because, yeah, obvious reasons. I first tried this this variant, which is just 2 squares with elastic, but these don't, yes, it's the same fabric. These don't really do the job. They I don't know, they're not very comfortable, and yeah, I'm not super pleased with this one, but it was like I had to whip some up to go into town one day, so I made me 2 and David got 2 as well. And it was just the first pattern I found. But after that I've been making more because we were going to Scotland and stuff, and you have to be on a boat for 3.5 hours and stuff, so I really wanted to be able to both protect myself and others by wearing a mask, as you should. It's not like a thing in Sweden, people don't really do that. It's not mandatory, it's, yeah, it's, everybody's like, masks don't help. And I'm like, it's better than nothing though, isn't it? So I made these. They are a bit more like face shaped. I think everybody's seen this pattern before. So I've got, I'm not going to put one on because these are clean. My hands are clean now that I'm touching them. These are clean and I don't feel like throwing them in the wash again. And I've got this super pretty fabric which is like vintage. The rose one is vintage as well. Same fabric again as the shirt because I wanted to match. So these are, I've made 6, I think, for me, 6 for David. I'm gonna make more, and I also made a couple for my friend. So yeah, I've been making masks. I actually started with that, and then I was like, I wanna make something to wear, and I made this. And it was originally just going to be a mock-up because I wanted to make one of these in the fabric with the more pink fabric with the flowers on. This fabric, but I never got around to it because this was, I had to do adjustments and everything. But I have a pattern for it now, and I know what adjustments to make. I'm so uncomfortable wearing just a top with no sleeves. I'm so not used to that, so sorry if I'm like, don't look at my arms. But yeah, this was going to be a mock-up, but I like it, so I'm wearing it. And it's also got a little, like these are just tied in a bow on both sides. So yeah, I made that, made masks, and I'm working on some cross stitch. It is going to be a pony. This is the pattern. I'm not going to show the actual pattern. It is a free pattern, I'll have it linked, made by my friend Anna. For like they were doing a German pony collecting convention, but the world is as it is at the moment. But this pattern is free to download from the convention's website, and you can also buy it from her in her Etsy shop. So I'm working on that. I'm not going to do the background, I'm just doing the pony and hang it somewhere, I think. Or I might make like, I have this idea that I'm going to make the background but paint it and just make it in like layers in a frame with a pony embroidered, well, cross-stitched. I really enjoy cross-stitch. I don't do it often enough, and then I forget that I'm working on it and I remember it 2 months later. So this has taken me literally like since March as well. It's so dumb, but I really like it. I really need to put something over my shoulders. I can't deal with it. There we are, that's better. Oh wow, that's light colours. I'm not used to that either, but it's, I never wear just a tank top. It's not my thing, and it's weird doing it, and it's weird seeing myself in just a tank top. So there we go. I think that is what I have been working on, I think. Oh yeah, I finished my Woolstauber, the medieval hat thing, but I can't find it, and I say finished, but I need to add some like a band in the front, because it sits a bit too far back, so I feel like it's going to fall off. So I really want to like bring it down here. It's like it goes to here, but I want to bring it to down there, so I'm just gonna make a bit of an extension to it. And I also made a Viking veil. I made a Viking veil out of unbleached linen that I wore when we were like medieval week was off, but we went for dinner at one of the medieval restaurants when we were in Visby. So we wore historical clothing that day, well that evening, which was super nice. Everything was like outdoors and really far apart and stuff like that, so it felt really safe, which was nice. So I don't know, Sweden is kind of like as normal but also not, but I think they take it a bit more seriously on Gotland because they don't have the hugest hospital and not very many intensive care spaces and stuff like that. Yeah, it's an island. You don't want to have a huge problem on an island, do you? But yeah, that is what I've been working on, like I said. But yeah, I can't find the things. I was going to show them, but I can't find them, so I'm going to find them and show them next time, which I hope by then I've also managed to sort the extension to my Woolstauber. And now for stash enhancements, I don't have an awful lot, but I have a little. These are just some yarns I bought second hand, just some waste yarn, I guess. Really cheap. I have no idea where it's from, but it's wool. It feels like 100% wool, looks like 100% wool. It's single ply. I'm going to try my hand again at tablet weaving with these, because I want a woven band for my Viking veil. So yeah, I'm going to do that with these, I think. And yeah, no brand obviously, but I don't know. And then we have, I'm going to start with the yarn. This is the third skein. This is the third skein I have of the Curio Stitches, Curio yarn that I'm knitting my Baudelaire sweater out, well, top, crop top out of, by Ellie, well, obviously Curio Stitches. It's in the colourway Happy December, which is 85 in in a merino nylon sock base, which is 85 superwash merino and 15% nylon. It's super soft and squishy. I don't think she does this base anymore, but I'm not sure. I couldn't find it on her webpage when I looked, because I was originally planning on making a boxy, because I watched Amy of Stranded and she has another boxy. And I'm like, yeah, I should knit a boxy, but I would have needed a fourth. So I'm knitting something else, and I'm going to make a boxy out of something else in the future. I probably want like a more solid coloured boxy anyway, but I think this is knitting up really prettily in the more tight fitted crop top. So I really like this. It's super pretty and super soft. I wish you could like feel it through the screen, because it's like so heckin' squishy. I've got more yarn in here. Let me just... I bought 2 of these onion nettle sock yarn, which is 70% wool and 30% nettle. So yeah, this is 50 grams. I bought 2 of those because I'm going to knit the Mellow Kitty jumper crop top. Everything I knit is cropped. I like crop tops, apparently. But I'm going to knit that one again together with my sister-in-law, because we like doing knit-alongs. Should have you on the podcast one day if you want, because I know she's watching. Hello. So yeah, I got 2, and I'm going to base my colour choices around these 2. Well, this colour. These were the last 2 they had in that shop. I bought these in Gävle, in Nya Garnet, when I was there with Pauline and Anna. We went on it was like a girls' weekend trip, but it was in the middle of the week. It's really fun, and spent a lot of time by the sea, which was nice, which was I did in Gotland, and I loved that. I miss being by the sea. But anyway, bought these. I'm gonna have, I think, black and a dark purple, and probably some sort of, maybe not yellow, but maybe yellow, I don't know. Maybe something like this. Or is that ugly too? No, that's kind of nice. I wanted to be a little bit Halloween-y. So yeah, I got those. That's what I have for yarn enhancements, if you don't count what I've made, but I already showed you. And for fluff, I have some fluff. I got these 2 bags, different blue shades from SpinJones. SpinJones was Spinnery in Gotland, which is they spin yarn. I lose words now. I've been talking for a long time and my brain goes, nope, done, not going to talk anymore. Sorry. But yeah, they make yarn there, and they dye wool there, and they sell yarn and wool, and I bought 2 little bags of super noisy fluff. It's 50 grams each, and yeah, I think I'm gonna make some rollers from these, and maybe some black, because I've also got carders now, but they're all the way over there, and they are kind of, they need some refurb done. I'm going to show them when they're cleaned and fixed up a little bit. I got them for free when I bought my wheel, because the lady was like super happy. Somebody who actually spins wanted to buy it. It was one of those like barn second-hand things, well, second-hand and antique. And she was like, do you spin? I was like, yes, I've actually got spinning in my bag. So I showed her a bit of my spinning and stuff. She was so excited. So yeah, super cute. But yeah, I've got those. I'm going to spin those later. I wanted to show them before starting the planning of the rollers, because, but also like I wish I'd taken them out of the package already because it's so noisy. Do you like ASMR? I don't. But yeah, that's what I have for enhancements at least. This bag is full of other stuff. It's the same pony that's on the embroidery, oh well, the cross stitch pattern. So yeah, that is... Oh yeah, I made a niddy noddy as well. Dad helped me make this. It is, it makes 2 metre skeins. Yeah, they look like that. So I made that. I think I need to take down the edges a little bit because they're a bit too high. It's hard to get the yarn off of it, but other than that I'm really happy with it. I might make a shorter one as well because it looks good when you've got 100 grams, but it looks a bit sad and silly when it's 50 grams in my opinion, so I would like one that's like 1.5 meters for that. So yeah, that's nice. I've been super productive, it looks like, but it's also been like 6 months or something. Yeah, that is my crafty endeavours. So, what has been going on? Life has been going on. I was like, when I dropped off of filming, I just plain wasn't feeling well. Oh yeah, there was like, probably looked like, because I was talking a lot about Animal Crossing in my last episode, I think. I did buy it. I think I showed screenshots from it in that one. I did my homework and flipped through the video because I can't for my life remember anything of it. But I did not quit to play. I just plain didn't feel very well. I spent a month being very much bedbound from not feeling mentally well. So let's just say Animal Crossing kept me afloat during that time. I was just really exhausted after everything that had been going on earlier in the spring, and it just kind of crashed on me there because I hadn't really processed any of it. So I spent a lot of time just not doing anything, and I didn't feel like crafting, and I was like super unhappy with like my appearance and with my hair, and like, okay, let's talk about hair. I was debating on making that another video like on its own, but I don't know, I might do that as well because I don't know if everybody's going to watch this, and maybe that's like something that some people would like to watch, but I might talk about that as well. Or I might just make this segment into another video as well, like keep it in here and also make it, so if you've seen it here you might not want to watch that, but anyway, I don't know what I'll do something about it. But anyway, hair. So I had been growing my hair out for 3 years, something like that, and it was down to my literal bum now, and well, it was like super healthy and yeah, just plain looking good, and yeah, not very tangly. It was a lot to keep up with when you don't feel well at all, and like constantly it was like getting to the point where I could almost sit on it, and also like when you crawl into bed before putting it up, put your knee on your hair. Ow! I've tripped myself over my hair multiple times in bed. Not very fun, hurts a lot. Yeah, I was just getting sick of it, and also like for me it turned into a bit of an obsession, I've been following like long hair community guidelines, and also I read up on curly girl method and stuff for David's hair, because he's got really curly hair and it was like super rough and dry. So I learnt about the curly girl method to be able to teach him, because it works a lot, so he doesn't have a lot of energy to take in info from reading and stuff like that. And also he always asks me, because I'm a girl, I know stuff about stuff. I don't know, but he asks me a lot, and if I don't know the answer, I feel bad. So, and also I like knowing stuff about hair and skincare, because it's nice. But the thing is, it got to a point where it was like, especially with the long hair thing, because there's a lot of focus on how long is your hair, how many braid bumps do you get, count this, count that. No, you don't have to, but there's a lot of that going on in that community, which is fine. But for me, it was triggering on an eating disorder level, because it's the same kind of focus on numbers. It wasn't really good for me. And also I was just constantly super afraid of just messing up my hair, constantly looking for split ends to search and destroy and like snip one off. I was like sitting sometimes while waiting on the train with like embroidery scissors, like not very healthy, is it? And of course you're going to have split ends when your hair is that long, because it's very old, and just always being afraid that if you miss a split end it's just going to travel up and you're going to just lose all your hair that you spent so long growing out. And also being afraid of like touching it with colours. I really like, I'm fine with my natural hair colour, but I get bored and I much prefer black hair on me, and I have been missing purple hair and like fun colours for many years. I used to have that like 6 years ago, something like that. I dyed my hair pink first and then lavender. I think it's 5-6 years ago now. And I loved that. I think I had pastel hair for almost a year before dyeing it black. And after that it's just been black and then natural and then henna dyed. Because like I could never really get the henna and indigo to work, and it was a lot of work as well for something that's not really working. So I just wasn't happy. So I chopped it off, and Dave was going to help me cut it, and he did this side, and it's like I always keep it like this now. That's also the thing, I wanted to be able to just have it down without being afraid of like catching it in stuff and breaking it and stuff like that. So you can't go around being afraid of messing up and breaking your hair all the time. It's really grating on you. Like I had to keep it in a bun because it's going to break. I can't use elastic because it's going to break. Can't do this because it's going to break. And then add curly to that because I've got a bit of curls going as well. But I honestly don't really give a damn at the moment. I just do whatever because I can't get too focused on that because it gets unhealthy for me. It gets into like obsessive mode. But where was I? Yeah, he was going to help me cut it, and this is why I always keep it up like this. The layering wasn't perfect on this side, and it's very different on this side, but I didn't want to replicate it on that side, so I'm just waiting for it to grow out of it so I can do it myself. I mean, I appreciate it, but I think he misunderstood what I meant. So that's the problem. But I mean, it doesn't look too bad, and it doesn't look too bad when it's down either. It just looks a bit crazy because of, yeah. But yeah, I chopped it and I bleached it and I dyed it purple, half of my head. He was like, dye all of it purple, but I wasn't sure because this purple is kind of warm and red, and if I'm going to have all my hair purple, or lavender again. I would love to have lavender hair again. It's a bit of a colder purple, which I think is better for my skin tone. So I dyed a split dye and I'm really happy with it. I've been really enjoying it, so I'm going to keep doing a split dye for a while, I think. Or we'll see. I only have these two colours at home at the moment, but I feel a lot better about my hair and I'm not as afraid to touch it and do stuff. This is actually a real, like, proper elastic. This is a regular elastic, and obviously it's been bleached and it's a lot shorter, which is a lot more manageable for me as it is right now. I think it's getting a bit long. I kind of want it to be shoulder length, and this has been like super nice having it shorter for summer. It's been really nice. So yeah, that changed and I'm happy. And French is fun, and yeah, it's good. It's good to... I was just so afraid I'd be mad at myself for cutting it. Haven't regretted it a minute. I found a video clip because I was going to film cutting it where it was like down here, and while it was like really pretty and smooth and like really looking good, I was like, yeah, no, I don't miss it at all. I literally don't miss it at all. And I mean, it's hair, it grows back, so it's not a big deal. So that is the story of my hair and how it's not good for me to get obsessive over it and being afraid of messing it up and breaking it. It's hair. It's not a big deal. I've been super, like, I used to have this side shaved. I kind of want to do that again, but I'm not gonna. That was a pain to grow out. But yeah, other than that, yeah, life has been life. I've been feeling not great, and then I've been sort of okay. We've been on 2 trips within Sweden, to Gotland and then to Gävle, which has been really nice. Well, I have been to Gävle. David was also in Gotland with our friends, so it was super nice. But yeah, I don't really know. I don't want to get too into what has been going on mentally, because I always do that, and it's getting very long, this video, and also like, it's hello, I'm back. Here's what has been wrong with me, but yeah, it's been I've been struggling a lot with being very dissociating a lot, and just forgetting stuff and losing time, and yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle, and I'm trying to figure that out with my therapist. So it is what it is, and yeah. Might be going to see my parents next week, which is going to be nice, and yeah, don't really know. I don't have a lot else to talk about. Bought a spinning wheel, talked about that. I'm in this mood where I want to make all the clothes and stuff. I really want to get a lot of like linen fabric and make dresses and skirts, and just, I don't know, I need more space. I don't have enough space for everything, and I want to get back into filming. I've really been missing it. One of the reasons I haven't been is like, once you get into not filming, and then you're like, it was quite some time ago, and you look at how long it's been, and you start feeling awkward about coming back, because it's like, oh, it's been so long, I can't really come back now, can I? I guess you can, but it feels a bit awkward, like, hello, haven't seen you in a while, is anybody still here? Hello! You know, it's like that with like when you're talking to people as well and you forget to reply, even though you read something and you forget to reply, and then a week goes by and you look at it and you're like, oh shit, I missed this message for a week, and probably looks like I'm ignoring them, and now I feel awkward, so I'm gonna not reply, and then a month goes by and you're like, I have to reply because they think I hate them. Oh god, it's terrible. But yeah, this has been fun. It has been fun talking to a camera. It's been a while, like I said. I am going to go edit and upload and yeah, knit some more in my Baudelaire. Oh, exciting! I pre-ordered a pom-pom magazine because the one you can pre-order now. So many pretty patterns in that one. Can't wait. I think that's going to arrive in mid-September and I'm so excited. So I want to make all the things. I really need to, I don't know, get more storage and I don't know, I just want more space. And I'm trying to get back into what make-alongs and craft-alongs and stuff are ongoing. I know there's a history along. Kristen of Willenvine has a history make-along, which I'm intrigued by, but I just have been so out of the loop. I haven't, like I said, been watching any podcasts. I've barely been watching any, like, I also like watching Morgan Donner and Bernadette Banner. I haven't been watching them. Saw this wonderful Victorian wrap cape pattern thing that Bernadette Banner made a video about. I haven't watched the video. Fleming showed the wrap cape thing to me and I'm like, I need that. So it's just like, I don't have space for anything. I don't know. But yeah, that is, I think that I'm going to leave it there because I'm just going to sit here and ramble for the rest of the day otherwise. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and coming back to this channel to watch a video even though it's been stupidly long between times. I'm really sorry, but sometimes life is life and you have to take a break. Sorry I didn't really announce it or like talk about it on Instagram. Like I said, I felt kind of awkward about it. I always aimed, I always meant to come back at some point, but I just didn't know when. This is very much a spur at the moment thing, coming back like this. So yeah, thank you so much for being here and watching, and yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to. This is where I'm supposed to tell you all the YouTuber stuff, like ring the bell if you want notifications, and like and subscribe and comment because that helps me and all that shit. But yeah, you do what you want to do. Talk to me in the comments if you want. I'm going to try and reply about that, but we all know that. Oh, I totally forgot to talk about all of the stuff, like Ravelry and stuff. I know it's an issue with Ravelry for a lot of people, me included. I can use the old Rav look, but I do get headaches from the new Rav. I hope they're fixing it now that they've got like some new beta thing going on. But I probably will be posting my show notes on Ravelry in my group just for consistency's sake. But they're also in the description box here, and I don't know, is it a good idea to like, I don't know, have a blog? Do people still use that? Tumblr? I don't know, let me know what you think. Where would you read show notes if you want to read them and not in the description box here? if you don't go to Ravelry, please let me know what you prefer, because I'll look into that. I know Caroline of Vicarious Knitting, doesn't she have an Instagram for Shona? Maybe that's a thing to look into. Let me know what you think would be helpful for you, because I really don't want to, like, I am going to put them on Ravelry as well, for like I said, for consistency's sake, but I really don't want to gate people from, I don't want to like keep people from seeing stuff, and I also want, like, if I do put out a test knittacle and stuff like that, to be able to put that somewhere else as well. Or if I do a knit along or something in the future, I don't want to keep that in a place where a lot of people can't access it. I don't think that's right, just because I can handle the old look and stuff like that. I really want to make this available for everybody. So do let me know what works for you, and I will look into that. Yeah. And yeah, that's it for real. I'm going to sign off now, go edit. Thank you so much for watching again, and yeah, like and subscribe if you want, comment something if you want to talk, and also let me know about what works for you, like I said. And I will see you next time, whenever that is. Hopefully soon, hopefully not in 5 months. And yeah, I will also see you in the videos, like my spinning video when that is up. I don't know how long it will take me to spin that, but we'll see. Anyway, I am rambling. I should stop. So yeah, I will see you hopefully soon. Have a wonderful weekend and a great week, and however long until next episode after that, and I will see you soon.